Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskers will put total leather to crank us up. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quick handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And it's tough on the defense. They're third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Let's go! Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
To the air on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. They're going to throw it again. Pulls it in. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Buys a little time. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Allen.
Defense has to do a better job affecting the quarterback, guys, on money downs. Third down, you've got to be able to affect him, and the pass pro that time was just way too good.
The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Running with power. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game?
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskers. Touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Snagged in the middle, it's Sheffield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on fourth down.
42 Spider. 4-2.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First play of the drive, it's the end around. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback. Even if he slips, something happens. But nice job just creating some space, running the football, swinging it loose. I will take it. I didn't need to go that far, but I'll take it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's second down. Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Brown will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Thurman. Touchdown, Ohio State! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Brown will throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Hard-hitting tackle.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Brown wants to pass. He lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Power football with the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 28 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The give to the back, fighting off the defender.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set.
Brown will throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the right. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football.
He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working that left side now. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running.
Deep shot for the end zone. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Using the quick game. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score, Nebraska 21, Ohio State 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now,
just steamrolling the defense. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Fires it incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Gets it out quickly. Using the spin move. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Fires left. He's got it. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity. They take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Snares it outside. It's Thurman. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sheffield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Snap it to the back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. Stumbled to the ground. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He wants a big play here late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And still a one-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a one-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. Fourth quarter, I got to go make this happen.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened.